All right. Next day, I was able to get pretty much everything done last night. I think if I could have changed it, I probably would have posted one more video on TikTok. But I posted 3 anyway, so that's good enough. Today on the agenda, I did not pray yesterday, so I need to make sure I do that after this video. But once I upload this, it's going to be straight to checking on some ad accounts. I have to get on a call with a client, just kind of talk about our next step forward because the campaign was not showing good results. And I deemed that because the add to carts were costing a lot and we weren't getting many add to carts. Add to carts are honestly a very underrated metric, and I actually posted a TikTok talking about that. So checking out some ad accounts, probably have to figure out some ways where we can, really grow a few of my clients' businesses, kind of targeting different interests and things like that. So I will be talking to a client today about that. But yesterday was a good day for one of my clients. We spent like $40, or maybe like 37, $40, I don't know, and got like a $458 total total sales for the day. So that's a really good return right there. And I should probably post about it on TikTok. I probably will today. So pray, ad accounts, then I'll most likely do the AI TikTok shop video, get 2 of those out of the way, so I can post one right after I make them, and then another one later in the day. After that, it'll probably just be clipping and then posting on TikTok for my personal brand. Once I'm done with that, I will in fact do some scripting for my video to come out on Tuesday, because I'm gonna try and post weekly on my business YouTube channel to try and create some inbound leads through that. So that should be pretty nice. If I ever do start to have a, I won't say large, but a decently sized personal, brand, I would say that I would have probably one of the most trackable histories among like a lot of other, I won't say gurus, but like people online. Just because I don't really delete anything. It's like even on my business account, you would see that like there was a time where I was trying to make videos to try and talk about like social media coaching because I did pretty well with organic. I didn't do that for very long, but I did like probably 2, 3 videos, I think. And then, I tried to do create some inbound leads before, talking about like creatives and stuff like that. That didn't get any traction. And then I'm on here talking about it on every step of the way. I'm on TikTok kind of talking about it. So if this all goes well, I'll have a really trackable, history, I guess, if that makes sense. But that's for later down the line. What I gotta worry about now is just keeping up this volume and actually hitting good numbers. So I'm still stuck at 2 sales, man. Like I didn't get anything, which is annoying, but I'm not gonna quit. I gotta keep going. I honestly just forgot about outreach, to be honest. I'm just really trying to get some inbounds, man. I really am. But maybe I'll do a little bit of outreach today. Just kind of like, I don't know, get into the flow of it, I guess. Just like get my foot through the door once more and, try and do it. Because I think that internally we all know what we need to do. It's just how badly do we really want to do something. Even people I know who generate pretty decent inbound leads, I think most people would agree that they should probably be outreaching if they are in the space, because that's how you get to that next level and, always try and get a better and new opportunity, but people just don't want to do that. So I gotta do it, but that's pretty much it. It's 2 p.m. right now. I'll probably be done with everything maybe at around 6, 7 p.m. That's it, man. Like, I don't know. There's nothing going on, but I will share with you guys kind of one thing I did here. So I don't really know Alex Hormozy like that. Like, I don't even know what he does. I know he has a book. I know he's just kind of like, I don't know, in the online money space or business space in general. But, I think you guys heard it before, but I was dealing with kind of how I viewed my current situation with friends and the amount of time I spend, inside my room just working. And he mentioned his own story about how if you want to be like exceptional, you have to be, well, the exception. It's going to be abnormal. And then he kind of talked about, how people would say he's working too much and he's not cool anymore and he doesn't spend time with them anymore. He's like, you don't watch Sunday football with us anymore. And, he mentioned, he's like, well, I needed that Sunday to do certain things, right? Which for his case, I think it was like scripting, workout plans, meal prep plans, business plans. For me, it's like the posting, the creation for videos, the ad accounts, the all that stuff. And he was like, in a year from now, would he remember the football game, or would he remember that he's not where he wanted to be? I never really believed that. Like, as you got, I don't say better, but as you really hustled, in life, that like your friends would not understand you or not be supportive. And I don't know, I guess it was a harsh reality that I had to like actually face and acknowledge. So I guess I don't know, I'm not really like that affected by it, I guess. It was just something I didn't expect to deal with, but I am now, and it's not enough for me to stop kind of, putting my foot on the gas. So that's pretty much it. I used to think that I would yap all the time on this camera, and I actually do. This video is like way longer than it should be, to be honest, but if I had to be fair and honest, I don't even do these videos for like, I don't do these videos to go like viral. I don't do these videos to, be the most action-packed, content there is. This is almost like a diary in a weird sense. Like, I have such big plans in the future to the point where like, I know that this is like building a block, and a base for the future. That if there are people who just found me during like a certain time period and they want to travel back and see what it actually was like and who I was and what I was doing, then, there we go, they would know. So that's kind of what I do. It's almost like a diary. But I'm gonna go now. I gotta do some work. Same old stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I might actually do like a realistic vlog. I don't even know when. It could be in the next month. It could be tomorrow. But in there, I'll actually just bring you guys along and kind of show you a little bit more in depth. I think that would probably do, I don't know, that'll probably be a lot more entertaining than me walking around talking about the same things that I do every single day. So maybe to switch it up, I'll talk about some intricacies of one of my ad accounts actually. But so for one of my clients, she has a kind of female-oriented brand. So, I mean, it's just a woman's brand. So she sells like bracelets and stuff like that. It does pretty well. We were doing really, really well. And now things are slowing down. We had like really high frequencies and it was on for a while. And just kind of started dying down. So I actually added an exclusion to that, a 90-day website page and ad exclusion. That didn't do well. So that could be a budget cap as well. So if you don't meta ads, sometimes like your ad will just hit a budget and that's the cap. Like it won't do any better than what, the more money you put in there. That was really weird and buggy, to be honest. So I put up another campaign for Labor Day sales, doing well, and it's been slowing down, after Labor Day. So I descaled the campaign because I increased the budget. So we're going to see if that has any effect on the performance, probably at the end of the day, maybe even tomorrow. But I told her I need to get some variations up to get a variations campaign up for previously winning creatives. And then probably from there, we can probably start seeing some good results. But I think today is, what's today? September 6th? 7th. So 2 days. In 2 days is my birthday. And tomorrow actually, oh fuck. Tomorrow is the end of the contract for the girl. So, oh man, dude, I'm hoping I can negotiate a 1K retainer with her. I need to like get some bullet points going. I need to talk about like the growth, the results we've seen, the amount of money that I've made, the amount of like extra room we can do, the benefit to having this, because I probably made her around $8,000, I think, and typical commission is 10% or 10 to 15%. So if I made her $8,000, 10% is 800. If it's 15% commission, you're gonna see me do live math. Okay, 10% of is 800, so it'll be 1200, right? Let's double check real quick. Hold on. 1200. 1200. 15% of 1200. There we go. Okay, so I can actually probably do this. All right. I'm excited, man. If I do hook her up on a 1K retainer, that'd be pretty fire. That'd be 2K for the month, all profit. I love the agency stuff because everything's profit. Like it's so much better. Not the shit on dropshipping because dropshipping is a legitimate like e-com method, but I love the agency stuff because when you get in money, it's yours. Like you don't have to buy inventory, you don't have to buy stock, nothing. So that's great. So if everything goes well tomorrow, I should get paid another 1K. And then I'll probably in my account be at like 3.8K, which is like nothing, but oh wait. Yeah. Because last time I talked to you guys, I think I was at 2.3, 2.2. I got paid like 946 because of the fees, so that was probably 3,100. If I get paid, I'll probably be right on the bridge of like 4K. I think. I actually don't recall, but something like that. That would be nice. And then, like I said, everything can just happen overnight. Like, that's one of the things about business that, like, can be really weird. It's honestly not even a linear path. Like, it's not like you have a fucking startup or you have a business and all of a sudden, right? 1 month is like 500, next month 1,000, next month 1,200, next month 4,000. It doesn't seem as linear. Like, of course, over the entire graph, right, you will see that progression. But honestly, from a personal level, I will say that it can like come to you overnight. Like it just really feels like that. So there's an opportunity, right, where maybe one of my inbound videos for TikTok blows up and I have a bunch of inbound leads. It could be the fact that maybe one of my TikTok shop videos blows up overnight and I get a pretty hefty commission. One of my clips blows up and I get a pretty good commission from that video. The cool thing about organically posting is that your life can like change pretty quickly from an organic video blowing up. I've personally seen it. I personally felt it. It was like me getting a video on YouTube. I got like 4 or 5 million. And then it's like I've never had 2K days back to back, and I had that like happen. Like probably a week from before, I was like stuck on like one sale. And then boom, the next one is like it's 2K days. It's crazy. So I would say that organically posting is a little bit like, not would say a gamble, but it can kind of feel like that. Because you're trying to like get on the next, trend or the next million views or 400K. But I'm just kind of preparing. I probably need to be a little bit more organized with the shit I do. Because I understand that it can honestly come really quickly. So we'll see, man. But I'm gonna get to work. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If anyone is watching this at all, and you would like for me to do an actual like vlog instead of sit here and yap for a bajillion years, okay, still recording. Cool. Let me know. Okay, bye.